Yeah, let's roll. I sketched the charts, plotted my big move. Market maker snipe, left me in the groove. Sweat drip hard, but I'm smiling through. More falls won't catch me, I'm switching the view. Side hustle flop, but I'm back on track. Turn a loss to a win, now I'm leading the pack. The plan's tight, I'm dripping with flair. Outsmart the game, I'm the king of the air. Survive the hunt, I'm shattering their traps. Season the day, no more setbacks. Locking my plans, I'm blazing the fight. Survive the hunt, I'm stealing the light. Too smooth. I dodged that tip, a friend's wild bet. Market makers trip, now I'm cashing the set. Late night grind, turn to a victory lap. More falls can't touch me, I'm setting the trap. Boss laughed once, now he's calling my name. Wealth's my crown, fueling the flame. Survive the hunt, I'm shattering their traps. Season the day, no more setbacks. Locking my plans, I'm blazing the fight. Survive the hunt, I'm stealing the light. Survive. Shine. Yeah. Stop hunt. Stop hunt. Stop hunt. Yeah. 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 Time to flex. I'm at the charts, playing my golden play. Market maker snipe, stop me out today. Sweating bullets, but I'm back with a grin. More files won't hunt me, I'm cashing that win. From the couch to the throne, I'm dodging their tricks. Turn a loss to a laugh, now I'm stacking them bricks. Stop hunt survivor, I'm breaking this scheme. Fuck you moves, living the dream. Plans on lock, I'm rising above. Stop hunt survivor, showing my love. Set the entry tight, they pulled the rug quick. Lost my shirt, but my swagger still thick. Drove past the bank, flipped them the bird. More falls can't touch me, I've learned every word. Late night grind, now I'm flexing the glow. Turn the trap to a trap, watch my money flow. Stop hunt survivor, I'm breaking this scheme. Fuck you moves, living the dream. Plans on lock, I'm rising above. Stop hunt survivor, showing my love. Since stabs hit, I'm dancing on their grave. Drum roll loud, I'm the king they can't save. More falls tremble, my plans too tight. Swagger so fresh, I'm owning the night. Stop hunt survivor, I'm breaking their scheme. Fuck you moves, living the dream. Plans on lock, I'm rising above. Stop hunt survivor, showing my love. Survive, yeah. let's go. Bull run time, stacking chips from the bull run glow. Flip the gas station gig to a millionaire show. Debt collectors ducking when I flash the cash. Fuck you money hitting like a lightning crash. Roll the dice on all coins, now I'm sitting pretty. Turned a ramen night into a steak city. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. From the grind to overtime, clocking double shifts, to popping champagne, sipping on the lips. Landlord's eviction, no tour with the shreds. Now I'm buying the building, sleeping in my bed. Crypto moon, I'm the king of the spree. Celebrating wins, yeah, the world's with me. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. Horns blare, the party's in play. Jazzy vibes here, watch the data sway. Drum roll loud,
The ringing of the cowbell.
Fuck you money flows where the broke ones eat. Bull run bragging rights, I'm cashing that check. Fuck you money loud, no more neck in a wreck. Win stack high, dreams blast off the line. Bull run bragging rights, this wealth is mine. Run! Paid today! Yeah. Bull run, 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 Yo, markets dipping hard, beat dropping like a flop. BTC sliding south, bears running the top. Fear and greed at 47, neutral but it bites. All coins bleed red, well flexing their might. Swagger on max, even when the stacks lean. Crypto crash or poker clash, I'm chasing that green. Volatility's my vibe, riding peaks and pits. Bad beats in the deck, but I glow through the hits. Trap beat, hitting heavy bass, shaking the floor. From the felt to the blockchain, I'm the boss of the core. Neutral bearish tension, but hopes in my veins. Stacking sats or chips, turn loss to gains.
I'm the rookie at the table, chips low, pulse racing. High stakes in the game, grinding for salvation.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey. One and a two and a 1, 2.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
From the high humid weather of the eastern United States. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Rota. So glad to have you here tonight, watching Bitcoin as usual. That's usually how we start out. Here I am again on this tiny 6-minute chart, but don't think this is where all the magic happens. We look at the daily, the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour. I, for some reason, just have a habit of starting and ending it here. And I like to watch it on this one. Watch the pain unfold. One interesting thing that's very curious that you'd have to be on a small chart to see this, and I thought this was noteworthy. I would like to note it here. If I come down to this bottom that we did Monday, this was yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that's been so long ago. So long ago. And I make a little line there. I don't know what are you? Where did you come from? Okay, anyway. So I make a little line there. Amazingly, we came back down and we made what some people would call a tweezer bottom right here. And we got these two little wicks coming down perfectly to touch that. So we technically on this time frame got 3 touch points. Actually, it is a little bit higher. Oh, look at you. Look at you, you sloppy. You're being sloppy, sloppy turkey. No seconds for you. All right, so there's actually a little gap right there. So this is a very possible double bottom scenario here, which is cool. Maybe. Okay, so we got that going for us. And what sucked is that it's lower than the wick down that we got back earlier on that Monday, right? And it made a lower low, but it didn't make a lower low here. It made a higher low. Very small, very tiniest little higher low there. Cool. Can we take out these guys finally over here at 113,300? Can we do that, Bitcoin? That's all I'm asking for. Can you do that? Can you? Cause, gosh darn it, I'm tired of playing your silly little muskrat games. I'm just sick of it, I am. So, pardon me. Seeing that, I just want to zoom out. Let's go back to the 4 hour now. Oh my gosh, where is this? This looks strange to me. I'm probably going to go to a different chart that doesn't have all this other stuff on it. Found it. Okay, right up here is probably this. This one's not too bad. We were looking at one point to come back and test this guy, and we did, right? Perfect place to short. You dumbass. Anyway, we've got this line. We don't need that so much anymore. That's one of them roundy kinds, kind of throw us off a little bit. But the big argument that was making a while back, when we were dropping down here the first time, coming down to 106, was to come back to this breakout area, which is around 117.3, 118, right in that area where we came back there not once but twice, and it could lead to a lower low, and it still can. We are at the test point, in my personal opinion, the final test point, right here at the 800 moving average. I really don't want to see that break. And we're testing that right now in the 4 hour. Yay! We also looked at the idea of this inverted head and shoulders here, this bigger guy over there. Neckline would take us right over that. We're retesting basically the neckline area right there. Support here, support there, support everywhere. That I like that idea. Can we bank on some of the support? That would be awesome. Please, more. Thank you. Can we bounce there? Can we make that happen? That would be great. If not, then yeah. If not, then lower we could go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, how much lower could we go? Well, I mean, to stay still within our parameters, 109.5 would be the next target to be looking for, and I don't really want to look for it myself. Not at this point in the game. Baby, it's time for everything to blow up. Let's go. Let's get it on. They've been calling altcoin season all freaking year long. Here we are getting ready to head into October. Not too long, just right around the corner here. And we've been calling for altcoin season since, I don't know, what, February, March, April, when we had our, what was it? Liberation Day, when all the meme coins just gave up the ghost. Pretty much that was the day everything felt like it died, but then it came back, right? Ladies and gentlemen, so we're watching Bitcoin just kind of go sideways. We've been here before a couple of times, several times. I think it's interesting that we're testing this top little area over here so much that I'm just going to draw a little line from there and draw right across. Did you happen to, did you break that? Oh, you testing it right now. Oh, well, that's bigger. That's bigger news than you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. On the 4 hour time frame, that gray line right here. That gray line that you cannot see because it is not bright enough, stupid. How about pink? We'll make it pink. All right, the beautiful the resistance that we broke through because, hey, man. What did you say about my mama? What? We got past us on that one. Came down, retested, Well, not once but twice, right? And then it got all kind of fuzzy over here. Don't know what was going on here, but there was a dingle dangle involved there, and so that makes me think there was some kind of hanky panky. If we got something like that going on, I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm just spitting out the facts, man. You put it together however you want to, but you can't deny that little sucker's hanging right there, and then things started turning around, right? Enjoyed it so much, I guess you're coming back for some more, and I think it's just time to just keep going. Just let it be. But the real secret to it, if y'all want to know, in my personal opinion, what really sums it up is this red line right here, that moving average, that beautiful one, the 666 Lucy line right there. Look, yeah, we tested it and we lost it, and hanging around the devil is what we're doing. And you need a little Jesus in your life and get away from the devil. Can you go up here? Do we need to draw a little angel up there or something? Do you need some guidance over here? 115 would be nice. 113.7 would be nice. Can you do that for me? So we're just kind of consolidating down here. A lot of these wicks represent a lot of the buy pressure that's going up. Okay, the buy pressure that's coming in at these prices. So there's apparently quite a bit of money, especially here on this big candle and this one. They said, "Hey man, that's a pretty good deal. I want to buy as much as I can here." So people somewhere found this a worthy place to start piling in of money, enough that it made us put the brakes on it, and now we're just kind of leveling out here, and you need to break out. I'm just saying, you can do it. You got the power, Bitcoin. You can do it. However, we're just keeping our eye on things. Hey, notice that. Let me come back over here. I know we've seen this before, and I know it got a little good and then it got worse, got weird, but we got another and another bonus. We got another green dot here on this 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. Okay, so that's good. That's the bonus. And also got a green dot down here, and that signifies that, my friend, is a bullish divergence, which should indicate that we should get something good out of this one. All right, so we got that going on the 4-hour. So she's got some hurdles to overcome, such as on the 4-hour, getting above that 9 moving average, which I don't know why you wanted to leave it anyway. I'm just saying, life is so much better for you, and definitely for me, when you're above the 9 moving average. I'm more happy, I'm more laid back, and I mean, you should be too. And I think a lot of other people would be, you know. The world's a happier place when you're above the 9 moving average, Bitcoin. That's all I'm trying to say. Can we try to get back there again? That's all I'm saying. It's good. Try it. Coming to the daily time frame, the boogie woogie. Why all these little petty stuff just looks like a bunch of petty stuff, doesn't it? The biggest support area being testing that guy right there. Yay. Why do we do this? The things that we do, people. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this adrenaline here, because it looks like we might have 3 touches. We might have a 3-touch point coming up right there. And so I'm going from bodies, and I'm going to our current bodies here. Meaning you need to hold, buddy. I'm just saying. I got a bottom of a wick right here, so I'm giving you a chance to hold here in hopes that maybe we're starting to do something a little better. And I'm also going to check that little angle. Check the angle for a little dangle. Oh, and we got a little something there. It could be prettier. It could be prettier, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see if we can hold here, but you know, the next place, if we do not, would be the 200 moving average here, about 103.7. That sucks. No, I would not enjoy that. Not after expecting it to kind of hold or something. I would be disappointed. If I was planning on it, I'd probably enjoy it. But I'm a hoping. And I'm a wishing and a praying that we start seeing something. We should start seeing something in the smaller time frame, right? There should be some more green candles to be happening about right now, kind of looking like this. So hopefully if we can keep this up, we got a chance for that to bounce here. If not, we can't get, if we can't clear this guy at 113.3, then like I said earlier, then it's not looking so hot. In the meantime, how does this affect on our altcoins? Because hey man, altcoins are finding some support over here. on a new trend line. Well, it's not a new one, it's an old one going from that bodies to this bodies and carrying forward this forward and then forward and then moving on and to these guys right there. And maybe we can get a bounce, and it's starting to look a little hopeful and promising right now because we need that after this big dump on altcoins over there. Shame on you, market. Shame on you, market, for doing that to your people. Putting their hard-earned funds in here, and there you go, dumping on there just so somebody can go buy a new yacht or island. Shame on you. I'm just saying it out loud. Somebody needs to. 23 people hanging out with me. How we doing, everybody? Good to see you. I see Frank Lopez. How's it going? Thoughts on USDUC? US Duck. Been there. How's it going? Been there. Sicario. Happy Mabon Fall Equinox. It's all the beginning of something beautiful. And now for the feats of strength. Oh, it is Mabon, isn't it? I forgot about those guys. It's been a minute. Waiting to see the results of the Feast of Trumpets as they occur. I guess that's going to go on later tonight. Anyway, let us now take a look, if you don't mind. Total 3. What? You got me back on this boring chart again? This is kind of what our altcoins are doing, right? Looks like she's making a higher low after making a higher high. That's a start. We may be trying to reverse this little puppy. Pucky? That's a little pucky. Reverse this little puppy. Why would you put a puppy in reverse anyway? If you think, why? Okay. Anyway, reverse this little puppy, and maybe you can get a higher high over here, because nothing is better than a little higher high. Don't know how that came across. I don't know if that's the message that we were sending, Sean. I'm just, hello everybody. The show's getting hot already. I'm going to take a look at a few altcoins here, such as AVAX. That would be Avalanche for all y'all in the know, or can it make me money? Anybody new to this market with a greedy turn? Ooh, what you doing over here? I don't like that. I don't like that. Is that my fault or is that your fault? I mean, that's pushing it, but that's, see, I get down here. I'm just saying, I can make. All right, so we're trying to figure out. Well, she definitely broke a earlier trend line. We're just trying to give it a little grace there. A couple of measured moves are still up there that have not been hit. You did make a slightly higher high in there. So my question is, are you in progress of coming up here to meet our criteria of your measured move, or was that as good as it's going to get and you're going to give it up? Because I'm the second answer, part B, I'm not crazy about that. I'm just saying I'm not crazy about that one. Can we try to move on with part A, please, and thank you. All right. Sometimes you just need to ask nicely. Here's this idea. The sucky part would be we come back down and retest the area of the breakout, which is about 32.5, which is $1 away. What are you crying about, Road Dog? Or, gosh forbid, we come down and that would have us retest these guys down here. I don't see a reason to do that. I don't see a reason to do that. I'm just saying. You ain't gotta. I mean, and you don't have to. I don't know what happened here. Okay, we were here and now we're back again, so we'll just take that and run with it. 25 people hanging out with me when my screen is getting kind of crazy here. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a pullback on Avalanche, but she's doing good. She did make a little bit of a higher high. We got that little thing, and she's playing around. In my personal opinion, I think we've got basically expanding, broadening pattern here, expanding, broadening wedge. And with a little added spice bear trap that happened over here, and it resulted in a nice strong move, as it should. And maybe we just got the slight little pullback for that little guy. Let's take a little gander here. You're the 382, lovely from that high. That was our immediate high. And even going a little higher, we still testing that NOS area. So 382s abound from no matter where you're dancing. So that's a great little area to be pushing up from, and we even got those targets. Yeah, those target areas already marked right there, right around $38.50. 30, he says weirdly, $38.50. All right, so yay. You got that idea, but probably your most simple idea would just be to pivot out from high to low, look for that 786 and 618 area. 618 also coming in at $39.96 with a slight bonus at $47. So those are your big boy targets, and they fit very nicely with all the little smaller time stuff that we were trying to figure out there. Or smaller calculation stuff, he says with a nerdy grin. All right, so this is kind of cool. I like it when numbers go up because, I don't know, life feels better. Look at this beautiful double bottom. See how it happens? See what it looks like? We see this a lot before. If you can look over here, because I'm not doing that time delay, whatever that thing. So they look scary. Nobody wants to touch them. Oh man, oh man. Oh, look, it could be a double bottom, you know. Oh, you suck. Stop talking to me. Nobody wants this piece of crap. But then, oh wow, look, we confirmed a double bottom. I didn't get rejected. It's a piece of crap. And then, oh man, and then I'm like, man, I wish I'd bought some down here. This is the woulda, coulda, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda bought some zone. And when you do your Fibonacci from high to low, that 236 area will help you get, if you want to buy, you know, somewhere below there, preferably closer to the bottom as you can get it, and slowly DCA during those periods when we're down there. It usually pays off pretty well. I'm just saying, for anybody who's trying to figure out a strategy to use, works pretty good. I'm just saying. The woulda, coulda bought zone right there. Or anytime we come back and retest that woulda, coulda bought zone. But once we get away from it, well, you know, don't go back to that old neighborhood no more. Too posh now. Looking for the finer things. But a nice breakout of there. Yeah, I would say we got a good chance at some point seeing $28 again, but it ain't today, ain't tomorrow. It might be a couple of weeks away on some bigger pullback, but right now your happy little ass needs to get up a little bit more, Avalanche, and let's go. 24 people hanging out. Let's take a look at pump.fun, because it's pump and it's fun. And why not have some fun pumping? Get your pump on tonight. All right, so you didn't, oh man, oh I'm pissed. You didn't get down here and touch this right now, mister. You did not come down and touch the little price point. Now get, all right, I know I'm a softie. All right, so yeah, I didn't nail the target or whatever. I've just got it floating right there. But we came down to this area, right? And now we're trying to get back above the 9 moving average, and that's really the most important thing you need to take away, not me just bitching about, oh, you made me look stupid on YouTube. All right, so jumping up above that 9 moving average and not touching any of my trend lines and making me look stupid. That's fine. I'm cool. Sometimes you got to just take one on the chin, grin, and bear it, and say, alrighty then. I'm not gonna get pissed about you. What I'm gonna do instead is take some of these. Do you need to go somewhere? Excuse me, mister, are you done? All right, thank you. Swing low to swing hard, tell me where I need to buy, and you went below my little 0.5, but not down to my 618. You left us hanging, but right now you're regaining it, so we're going to assume, and that could make an ass out of you and me both, is what Grandpa always said. And so did one of my old bosses or managers at some point, and for some reason it pissed me off when he said it. But anyway, so same little deal. We're in the yummy, good for your tummy, woulda, coulda, shoulda bought more zone as we speak on pump.fun here at well, just a little over half a penny a coin there. So double the pleasure, double the fun. Get 2 for a penny. Yum, yum, yum. All right, so targets that we're looking for is to come and test this little area right here. He says with a Joe Biden whisper. Smells like cotton candy. and ice cream. And then we got this other beautiful target right here. That's so beautiful. Right up here. Well, that screwed that up, didn't it? All right. I want to pull you down right here. 0.007? Why, we're at 0.005? What? That's not good enough for you? What kind of gains is that? That's almost 30% gains there. The funner target, in my personal opinion, is this little guy right over here. And the possibility that we might actually get this guy coming in at 0.0117. That's for the moon boy targets, which we do pretty good at around here. Just kind of saying. The techniques have proven themselves to the turkey. You ain't got to buy it at all. Hey, are you touching there? Did I screw up on this line? Are you actually touching here, or did you not hit it? Because I'm thinking you got wiggle room down here. Are you a candle body or a wick? I think you actually got in. I think we got support there. I think we got 3 points. I'm going to come and touch you and drag you on up here. Yeah, I think we do. I think we got candle body to candle bodies to wicks right there. Sweet. I like that. That makes me feel so juicy. Well, since this top connected to this bottomish over area here over there, I'm going to borrow that top and go with that angle and kind of see I got a little catch here and a little catch there, and I'm thinking, it's like you guys knew ahead of time. Kind of crazy about that. What's this oddball? Don't freak out, man. Don't freak out. Kind of opens the scope thing. Yeah, man, that target up there at 0.009 ain't that all that crazy whatsoever. From the bottom of this possible channel idea that we just lost, I will never be able to explain because it's gone forever. Oh, and we're back. We're back. From here to there, 13, yay. 28, yay. 63% to the next higher high target that we got there. On pump.fun, after pump.fun, I just feel like staying with the P's, and since we're in the P land here, I'm going to go with Pingu. Not to be confused with Panga. I don't know if you talking crypto and misplay, you'd say that in the Mexican restaurant, they look at you kind of funny. I don't know why. Dame mas pengas. Don't say that. They look at you. So pangoos. Pangoos. All right. So it looks like you kind of broke out of this triangle pattern, man. This falling wedge, dude, and like you broke back in, man. I don't know why. You bumped off of it here, and then you came back with a vengeance after making the higher high. It's like you're smoking crack right now, Pingu. I think you might have a personal problem. The thing I'm trying to figure out is if, well, you're so close to the Lucy line down here. Are you coming down to talk to Lucy? Because it looks like you're going to. Oh, my nose itches. Why? But if you do that, that's putting us in threat of getting a lower low over here, and I'm not too happy about that, Pingu. What the hell are you doing, Pingu? Get your act together. Oh, you're still trying to do this curvy thing? Some might say that's a wives' tale. What? Well, you don't care whose wives the tail belongs to, you just want one? All right. That's one way to put it, I suppose. So, a higher high and, well, a lower low, but not the lower lows of lower lows. They wouldn't take out this little guy. Hope we don't do that. But it's playing games right now, kind of accumulating. Pingu! Don't want to be you. Then we got these things everybody's chasing right now. At least it's hot right now. AVNT Avendus. Avendus. And this is what it looks like on the perpetual futures contracts on Binance. So look like, oh, that's too high to buy, and then it kind of did this little symmetrical triangle. Flag to the upside, some said. And then it broke out, and now it's doing probably another flag to the upside. However, this 9 is trying to cross over that one. Did over here too. It may go sideways a little bit more here. We might be making one of these little babies right here too, so that's kind of cool. Elliot, have you counted some waves here? Yeah, wave of 4, and wave 4 could be even lower here, but hopefully not. Seeing the cross of that 9 over that 21 makes me think that we might come down a little bit lower. We might be coming down to, you know, to tap the bottom of this trend line again, somewhere around 162, not too far away. But if not, it does what Elliot says and just bounces from here and goes up to $3, $3.88. Tis not a bad play as we continue to make higher highs and higher lows out of AVNT. How long it can, is that the good one? There's 2 different, okay, that actually, I think this is the one that I like. Yeah, this is the one that I like, actually. I like the tokenomics on this. I think it's only got like 1 billion or something, but this other one, ASTER, people were chasing after that one too, and it's got like in the billions, and now it's already at $2, and it doesn't make as much sense to me tokenomics wise, but do we put that, oh crap, what'd I do? Well, whatever that was. I guess I can't get the line back that I erased. So we're following trend lines and seeing what's going on now. So this is what we're working with right now. Get you off of there. And I would say that we're probably starting to form a channel there. Play with that idea, and still looking for about 257, 273 cent areas. That hasn't changed at all. About the 9 moving average, starting to deviate from it. On the 1 hour, probably starting to see it a little bit better here. This new little trend line, the deviation that I'm talking about right there. Bullish, he says, with us evil grin. We're making a higher high here. It might end up being a bumpy ride. Might go up a little bit and come back down a little bit, but we should be trying to head up there. And from where we are now up to there's 24 to 33% gains. Probably still are coming for Easter. For Easter? Yay! You're so stupid. You would think that with all this excitement and all this hype that Hyperliquid would be doing a little bit better than burying its head in the sand here. $45 saying, nobody loves me anymore. I was the shizzle, and then the new kid came, and then all the attention went to him, and the girls don't come and talk to him no more. They just kicked me out of the club. Well, they might have turned into an asshole, or maybe they just maybe, you know, I'll just shut up. And we got this trend line here, and we're breaking it, and that's never a good thing there. Man, I had this target over here, like at 61 and 63. It's like, dude, come over, it'll be fun. We'll just hang out, man, and party. And it's like, yeah. And never did get up there, never did. No, instead just hightailed it down in the dumps right here. I see what you're doing. I see you're going over to Skid Row down here, where the devil hangs out. You think I did? You thought nobody's gonna? I'm calling you out on it. You might need an intervention here. I'm going to be the one to give it to you. I'm going to be the one to give it to you. I'm sorry to say here. Hyperliquid, what the hell wrong with you? What are you doing down here, breaking trend lines and stuff? People counting on you, man. You told everybody you was the shizzle right up here. Doing all your flags to the upside, your cupping handles, all this stuff. You got all these people enticed and all that stuff. Yeah. What the hell are you doing now? You're ditching. You're ditching. You're throwing your back on these people. Why is she doing that? I think I see. There is always a female involved, it seems. This one happens to be the devil, and I see that you got to go back and get another taste of that yum action right there, huh? 43.64. Is that going to be enough for you? 43.71. Is that going to be enough for you? Will that satisfy you? Will that satisfy you? Or is she going to throw you down to the basement area down here to the 800s? What's going to happen? You need to get your act together, Hyperliquid. Get your mind right. Be a man. I mean, be a coin. Stop hanging around with the devil. That's just common. That's just common sense. I'm just saying. Bad things known to happen when people hang around with the devil. Hey, let's go hang around with the devil. What the hell are you thinking about? Stop it. Do not, I repeat, do not seek the treasure. All right, so this little guy right here, do not surpass this one, Hyperliquid. I'm just telling you. If you do, we're going to break up. I'm going to quit you. All right. So all I gotta say, hate to give you an ultimatum, but sometimes, baby, you got to do the things that you don't want to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't scratch my record shot. Well, let's move on now, shall we? You guys got any BNB? Because that one's doing kind of frisky. Look at you. Talk about want to do a hokey pokey parabola move right here. Yeah, respecting this curve. It's a bigger curve, actually. That's kind of that's a crappy representation. That looks like something Sean would draw. I'm just saying. Yeah, this is a little bit. Look, Sean. Yeah, see? Oh, shut up. Anyway. I don't care if it... Okay. It might be respecting his too. Anyway. We got up here like a 1,090 almost. 1,080 something higher. And we fell back to 967. And here we are breaking over $1,000 again. And that's pretty gosh darn amazing. And we kept this trend line, right? This is what matters. This one right here, not so much the curve line, which I'm going to erase right now because that stuff gets confusing. But what that curve line means is that we getting ready to go on a fun roller coaster ride is shooting up, and it can gain some speed and momentum kind of quick. It's pretty good. BNB's got that formation, and just give it some time. Of course, the party train will end at some point, but it looks like she's got a lot higher to go, and I'm looking somewhere. I mean, not unreasonable at this point in the game to think that 1258 could be a nice area to go to. Why, if we had to guesstimate and just put her basic measure moves to the test here, it'd also be getting 1212. That's an easy one to remember. 1212. It's when Mickey's hands point. Okay, well that anyway. BNB and the Little Weed was a song by the Black Crows back in the day. All right, so Solana, what the hell is going on with you, Solana? You reached our target over here, which you nailed it at 252-ish, whatever. Oh man, every time I hit that back button after I move something, you're not putting it back. All right, and we were looking also for the parabola, but you broke it, you lost it. Did you lose your trend line? Please tell me you did not lose your trend line. You're trying to lose your trend line. You're trying to lose it now. I'm giving you wiggle room. You might have just a wee bit more. So Solana needs to perform a miracle, or she's in danger of slow burning, or they're way down back to sub $200 areas there. Huh. That's that wouldn't be good. I see no reason for you to do that. I see a better chance for you to actually hold here. So, and BNB kind of was looking that way too before it bounced real quickly. The 200 moving average there, we can regain that. So as long as as long as we're still above our latest low there, which we're dangerously close to testing it, we got a good chance. And we have these areas right over here that are being tested, right? This little zone, if you will. So it could be doing kind of like a bear trap idea. We could get that. And again, we do have a little bit more wiggle room with that wick And we drag it down just a wee bit more there too. A little. The lines are fuzzy. They're not just firm, laser crisp lines. They got a little bit of fuzz to them, so you can give them a little string there, a little slack. But know that we start closing candles below that line, then we probably got a problem. Meanwhile, this little guy that we talked about several times, Zcash, nobody liked it because it's Boomer coin, wasn't fun, didn't have a frog, you know, that kind of thing, usual stuff. It's you know, it's now at $54. I mean, it was around 35 or something when we were talking about it. I mean, that's it, you know, probably nothing. At one point, this thing was she was really low. She was like super low when we were talking about it. Was it really? I thought you got lower and lower. Did you not? Did you not? You did. You little turkey. You didn't get all that one. Yeah. You were down here low. I thought you were somewhere down. No. She was down around $20 at one point. Sucked. But look at you now. She got us 78, and we should be heading there and higher, to be honest with you. These are just some local targets we're looking at. So we got $56, probably trying to retest that little guy. We're at 54 now, and then head on to 65 as we just kind of stair step our way out of this. And not only that, from the bigger picture of things, draw this trend line back here, and you got this big ass breakout. Now, there might be a chance as we come up to 65 or higher than 56, or we might want to come back and retest 46. I hope not, but that could happen when you get a breakout of a trend line like that from a pattern or whatever. Most of them do have a certain probability of coming back to the breakout area. That's just a given. Not you. A lot of people don't say that and talk about that, but if you know that, then you can build that into your strategy. And if you missed it, you know you still got a chance. What I like about this one is the nice curvaceous roundiness. And the saying goes, rounded bottoms pay the bills, and I love them rounded bottoms. It's got a little bit of an off-center butt crack, like she's kind of leaning up, and I don't know, but nice and cheeky right there, I gotta say. And after these accumulate, you remember this guy? Swing high, swing low. The wish I could have bought some zone under $64 dollars. 93, 140 are just the immediate targets that have the high probability to be hit on that setup. But there's so much more. I like to skip. And that's not too bad. I'm just saying, not too bad. Let's take a look at, this is a meme coin. This is Brian Armstrong's cat named Toshi, if I remember right. Here on MEXC on the weekly, and let's put you back on the daily. What are you doing on the daily? You're getting a green candle? Well, that's got to be good. And it's above the 9 moving average? Well, that's awesome. No, that's good. If this is going to be a flag to the upside, it looks like a symmetrical triangle kind of shape. That is good. To me, I wouldn't worry so much about this as I would be celebrating. But you just had this beautiful breakout and come back in a retest? Oh, honey, are you getting ready to pull a number on me? The higher high? Are we getting ready to do the higher high? That'd be cool. Can you do that for me? Can you get up to 0.00129? I think you can. Some other ideas to look at. Kind of a little channel, got out, came back in it. Naughty. If we look at this, bodies to bodies, you got a breakout, perfect, nice, I don't say perfect, but very nice retest of that guy. Well, it might be even nicer if I straighten up my trend line better. To that body. Do you get underneath? Yeah, well, no. Right in the same area there. So that's another idea. There's several different ways that you can look at that. Some people might have a trend line trying to come from this overstretched line there. That's a little crazy. So area of support there, that'd be nice too. That's on the daily. On the 4 hour, you're looking crispy. You're looking so crispy. Now we can use this little guy, right? Now we see we do have a breakout candle body open and above it over the 50 moving average. Also above the 9. 9 needs to catch up to everything else, but hey, being above it, I give you the thumbs up. Looking for a local pattern. How did you know? Opening broadening pattern, 72% chance this breaks to the upside. Is it the same as a flag? Not really the same as a flag, but your results may vary. It's not how you do the measure move, but hey. Let's go, baby. Tally me bananas. Let's take a look, if you don't mind, at I had a request earlier. I'm sorry about that. PAL AI, PAAL. 23 people hanging out. Hopefully you're still here. PAL AI. Take a look at it on Gate.io here. Oh, she's down. She's down. Coin down. Mayday, mayday. Coin down. Well, we had lots of hopes for it. We had targets in mind, and she was doing very beautiful. Looks like she met targets and everything at some point. Lived a nice full life, and then at some point she started going downhill. So my thoughts on PAL AI is down in the dirt. My thoughts on PAL AI and a lot of coins are that when they stop losing their shine and interest starts being in them, well, developers stop being interested in developing anymore, and then they slowly die off. And I hope that doesn't happen here. Maybe this one can make a comeback if they got something major planned. But a lot of the AI plays that happened when ChatGPT first came out and after, I mean, it's all vaporware, I think is the term that they use. So you recognize crypto gets very hyped up and overhyped, and that's why we see these prices go up to crazy prices. I mean, think about it. PAL AI. It's still got a $46 million market cap. $46 million. Doesn't have any real estate anywhere, no building, no headquarters, anything like that officially, you know, it owns or anything. But yeah, it's worth $46 million. While it's down in the dirt, that thing was worth a whole lot more. Almost 1 billion tokens. A lot of them are out in circulation, so I'll give it that. And now that they are out in circulation, after they've been released over the time, now you see the effect of releasing 1 billion tokens with must not have much of anything going on with the platform at the moment. Let's see, create advanced AI applications using PAL. And I don't know, maybe did the technology get outdated? Did something else get more popular, or just this got rotating around, then it'll come back in? You got Hugging Face, Repo ID. I mean, it looks cool. So does it have a needed use case, and is that use case worth more than $46 million? And what does this coin do? But I do like that it's at least 1 billion or less. So, you know, can it come back? I mean, it can. I hope it does. And this is a scary place to buy. And am I saying don't buy down here? I'm saying this could be one of the better places to buy. I'm just saying I wouldn't put too much into it at this moment. Or a more conservative person would say, you need to show me something to regain some levels. And at this point in the game, that's not a bad play with something that's done that, because if it's making newer lows than it's made in a while, that could be an issue. We got it going all the way down here to just a little over a penny. and all the way down here to just 2.5 cents. Now, is that where it's headed to retest that? That would suck. So it hasn't confirmed bottom yet, which is kind of odd at this point in the game of the market toward the end of the bull run. Could be just a few more months left and it's still trading below its 886 Fibonacci. So I'm not trying to ditch on it. It looks like it was trying to do all the right things over here, but it lost that level there. And I gotta say, I would say a lot of people, and I would say that they're probably wise in thinking so, to wait till it reclaim that area at 7 cents before trying to make a move. Need to do something, because right now she's just still in free fall down. There's still $46 million that could be sucked out of this. Well, not all that much, but somebody might come in and say, well, I need to go ahead and take the last 3 million out. And here we go. All right, let's take a look at QNTM. What is this? Quantum. It's on Solana. Yeah, on Solana. Well, it looked like it went up and it looked like it came down. And on the 1 hour, okay, it's been popping over here. All right, have we looked at this before? What's these? I got what are those moving averages? All right, this is definitely a Degen play. So a low market cap coin. And she's got a nice little pump over the last couple of days there. The only thing that I find alarming is that it doesn't seem to like to hold its pumps that it gets, especially whatever the hell this was. Let's go over to this is the same thing. QNTM, right? Yeah, that's it. So when was this? March? It went in March. Got up just a little bit more than half a penny. This one's got market cap of 1.7 million, so it's small. Here would be the benefit, okay? Something like this is not big. It's not only if you're going to play, you know, 25, 50 bucks, something like that would go a long way. If it does grow, you'd be very pleased with what you get from that 25, 50 bucks if you leave it alone for a while, okay? Otherwise, it's kind of risky if you plan on putting anything more like 500 or 1,000. Well, you will probably help move these candles a little bit based on how much has been traded over, what's been traded over the past little bit. Does it tell me over here? It doesn't. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You can see what the value of dollars has been traded in 24 hours and the volume, and it can be tricky. So you never want, and if you were trying to build like a $500 bag, you would want to do it probably $25, $50 at a time and try not to. That's what it's the same strategy that the whales use. Try not to move the candles. Try not to move the candles. If you're moving the candles, you're doing something wrong. And if you got enough money to move them to the upside, that means, well, now you're screwed because you try to sell, you're going to be screwed. You got nobody to sell to now, Bubba. All right, so it's working its way up. I would look at 0.0049, right at half a penny to be our next target there for QNTM. Quantum. Quantituum. There's this coin called Sonic. At one time, it was called Phantom. And it was cool and spooky. And it had a big following. But now they want to call themselves Sonic, and I don't know, lots of weird stuff happens, and now it just don't have the flair it used to. Will it ever make a comeback? Are they going to build something on this gosh darn chain? Here it is on Binance, going on the daily chart, and boy, you're just a disappointment, I gotta say. Hopefully still making some kind of a big ass falling wedge. And if we take this one, now you do have a lot of touches there. Okay, I see that. That's very steep. That's very steep. And now you're coming down lower. You came down lower than the low. Lucky. I don't like what you're doing, Sonic. What's up with you, baby? You can do better. I know you can. You just have not touched our levels. You gotta, what? If you gotta go down to 22.6, you're not gonna be happy until you touch that? Maybe it will be so that it will drop to 22 cents and touch the 1.13 Fibonacci. It shall not go forward until it satisfies this. Thus it is written, thus it shall be. I don't know, but let's see if that fib area. She's hanging around here twice. She didn't touch it the first time and couldn't leave without getting a little bit of it. So I think she's just hanging around there trying to shoot her shot. All right, but you need to bounce from here, okay? So go in, knock it out, and then bounce, okay? Go. Don't hang around, all right? Just do it, all right? Gosh. Meanwhile, here's a couple of guys that were up and being chased. This is ATH Aether. Look, she got rejected, right? I know, it's kind of crazy. It's like almost if you connect something, a line from these candle bodies, like if you do that and you follow it, it's like, oh my gosh. It makes a rejection point up ahead too. That's crazy how that, that's crazy. No, it can't be. But yet it did. And now we're getting rejected and we should be coming down. And oh my God, if we're going to stay bullish, I want to see what happens here at 0.05 at a nickel. If it can't hold that, then I would think we're coming back down and retest this area at 4 cents and maybe a little lower, honestly. But if she can bounce here, then I am looking for a target somewhere around 9 cents. And I know it sounds crazy. So we got something so it doesn't sound as crazy, around 7 cents, 7.8 cents, 0.78 for the words to match the numbers. And this expands. This is an expanding pattern, means and it can get juicy. It can get. Until that one day it does not any longer. What the hell is up with this Leo token? Because this guy's hanging out at a crazy price, like $9. Well, you've been here a while though, right? Okay, I thought you just got here. So you were down like at 3? A while back, man. It's a slow keeper is what it looks like. This looks like one of those kind of like, is it not Gyno? JLP. The Jupiter Perps. Something just got, and OKX was another one. Something just slow and gold, slow and steady up like that, right? That's pretty cool. You guys seen PAX G? This is PAX G or gold, so it's basically the same as looking at gold. 37. Pretty juicy. I've got a little gold play. It's growing, but I mean, it was just like a little hobby. Play that I had on my own. I'm talking about crypto. I got a couple of KuCoins though. Nice to see that they're going up in value. Because I felt like I got screwed when I bought them and overpaid. Because as much as they talk about gold and things like that, and it's bulky and expensive to ship, so you got extra cost just to transport it and store it or something like that in a lot of cases. That's why the tokenized gold like this one, PAX G, is an interesting play there. But there's also, like, if you were to buy the bars, or even with silver's horrible for it too, and you go sell it, well, if you go buy it, you're paying a premium, means you're paying above spot price. So silver is $42 or something right now. I don't know what it is, but if you were to go buy a gold bar or a coin or something, or whatever, minting coins or something, you're paying a premium on it. So you're going to be paying like $50 something, right? Probably. But when you go to sell that little sucker and say gold spot price goes to $80 or silver goes to $80 spot price, something like that, if you were trying to go sell that bullion or whatever you had, you might only get like 72 for it or something crazy. So not like crypto where you get what you get when you get it, right? And the same thing with the gold token, right? Or the market, on why a lot of people like the gold futures, because yeah, get it. It ain't, tokenized. No premium is involved, and no transport, and no extra fees, and all that other crap. So it's at 37.57 and continuing to go higher. Kind of cool. Can we look at let's go futures right here. Ah, crap! Now you gotta be signed up to get it, man. Here we go. This is TradingView's chart for gold. How you doing overall, gold? Because I'm really trying to see. You're in total absolute all-time highs. You know what? It kind of looks a little bit like the Bitcoin chart. I'm just saying, gold went up to like 800 and came back down. This is back in the 80s over here. Kind of looks like 2017 on our current Bitcoin chart. This kind of reminds me of the last cycle, or maybe this was last cycle. 2018, and then I don't know. It looks similar, and then it just went, oh my god, what the hell happened to gold? Kind of looks like the big cup and handle we got out of Bitcoin. What the hell? This is the monthly gold chart, and take a look at well, this is our monthly on Bitcoin. Oh man, you got the one that's got all the stuff on it, dude. But we don't want to go with a monthly. We want to do something like, yeah. So this looks like it could be a little guppy and handle. But doesn't it look like that was gold back in the day? What did I say, 84 or something? And then yeah, I guess we are kind of going parabolic too, but not as much as gold yet. Meaning it could be a coming. It could be a coming. Did we ever do this? Did we ever take our measure move from here all the way down? And did we ever put you right back up to there and see where the hell it takes us? Because that says 124,000. Is that kind of... I'm just saying. Oh, let's park you in there. All I did is just take the measure move from high to low. Park it there, and how did we do on that? Just a measure move. So far so good. Got 2 wicks that came up and touched that area. That is 120, right? 123. Just a simple measure move. And I don't know if you realize that, but a lot of what we do is based on measure moves. It's mathematical and geometrical, and it works in this market. Squaring price and time, according to W.D. Gann, which he went down a rabbit hole I still don't understand. But yeah, as a way to project where price can go and likely have a reaction, which we did get one. Hopefully that's not the end, and hopefully we won't have to go through a big ass pullback. Hopefully that's not what that's saying too. But the weekly chart has been warning us that that could be what's happening. But the smaller term time frames have been all bullish, and we've been saying, no, we're getting ready to try to go up higher. Until we get to an area we can't get past at 117. And now we're at the turning point. Well, which way is it going to be with Bitcoin? And then, depending on what Bitcoin does, well, you know, your altcoins are going to follow suit. So if Bitcoin ain't happy, your altcoins aren't going to be happy. So is everything going to go downhill from here, or is everything going to go up from here? And we don't have a definite answer yet, unfortunately. It looks like we're trying to. respect the areas that we're testing here. Out of 3 days, we've hung around right where we are right now. Back at 111,800, dropping. But still maintaining on this 4-hour time frame. Above the 800 moving average. And as long as you do that, Bitcoin, I've got some hope for you, but I needs to see something. I needs to see something besides watching you dump on these small ass time frames, getting our hopes up. Look, higher highs, higher lows. You did good. You did, pig. You good. You did good job, pig. But now you came back and now you just made a lower low from that little guy. So keeping our eyes on what's happening down here on the smaller time frame, but gosh darn it, Bitcoin. Did we lose a? Did I lose a window here? Oh, here you are. How'd you get over here, man? And here we are, total 3, trying to respect that trend line, and are we breaking it? We just wicking down below it. And these are the times you gotta be patient and watch and see what the next candle happens with the next candle, right? Because it'll either stick and confirm, and we'll open up candles below it, and the party will, have more of a chance to be over than continue on. And if we can push back above it and maintain, and maybe even get a green candle here, well, the party's still good, baby. He has had another little naughty flush out from the market makers playing games, which is happening a lot. The thing I would recommend that you really keep your eyes on is the Bitcoin dominance right there. Right over here in this area, right above my banana and my zombie. My banana and my zombie, because it's starting to look a little feisty, like it wants to go up. Now, if it goes up, total 3 is usually not that happy, and we might be losing that area. I hope it doesn't. So as much as I'd like to see altcoins boogie woogie and going up, and it looked like they were trying to. What are you saying now? Saying the same thing, total 3, testing that 200 moving average, testing that trend line. We're still in an area where this may be our bottom, That's what we want to look for, and we might snap out of this, right? And these are the crucial areas, and we're right on it. If we lose it, be falling down here. If we close a candle and open a candle below this trend line, especially below that 200 yellow moving average there, we don't want to see that. But every time that we've been down here before, we did not do that. And there's a better chance that maybe we're going to do that one more time. But we got to stop making a habit out of it. Gosh darn it. And here we're looking at higher lows, right? This needs to be a higher low. All right, so they're trying to test us, and I do think that maybe they will start. I think that we will come through. They're just going to make it nerve-wracking for Bitcoin, and especially on these altcoins, man. Especially on those altcoins, they're going to make you feel it. But Bitcoin does have some work to cut out for it, and therefore altcoins do too. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm sorry I wasn't in the chat very much tonight, but went over.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I'd go over a lot more coins that way, but let me go over the ones I have been over. And went over Avalanche, Pump.Fun, Pingu, Advanis, Hype, Aster, Binance, BNB, Solana, Zcash, Toshi. Didn't go over Barra, did I? I think I went over ENA. I should have went over Sonic, Pal AI as a request, QNTM. That was Gator Squatch's a gem pick there, and went over ATH. The only one I haven't went over was KTA because, that was pretty popular not long ago, and she did drop. And there might be an opportunity there if that's one that you think you might want to be in on. Because it wasn't when she was pumped up here. at $1.30, but at 87 cents, there might be a little something there. So I don't see an amazing price action here. Like, where'd you get $1.42? It's at a good place right now. It's testing this. It did a little. Oh, we got to go to smaller time frame. You can see a little W pattern down here, a double bottom guy right here, and it's testing that guy as we speak. You see that happen a lot, right? She went way up, way up. Look at that. That's crazy. That's dirty right there. Look, there's a flag to the upside, Helen. Oh man, why am I down 31%? But it's a flag to the upside. You get lots of flag chasers in this space, it seems. I don't know. I mean, you can get biased, I guess. I think hopefully the more you're in the market, if you're a pattern trader, you know, you don't get biased just to always see the same patterns all the time. A lot of them do repeat, a lot of them do, but those flags, the flag strategies that's one that beginners get or are taught, but it seems like some people really latched onto it, and it's cool, but that's what I'm saying. If you see somebody always applying the same thing, if everything's always a flag to the upside, and you're not able to see other things that are there, and that's one thing that I try to do. I try to show several different ways that you can look at this with patterns and trend lines, and I'm sure I don't get them all, but I try to show that, and you can see what other people are looking at too. I mean, the thought was we're trading against other people. You figure out what they're thinking, you can trade against them, but we kind of realize, well, we're trading against a lot of freaking computers right now, for the most part, and they're doing their own damn thing. We're just trying not to get caught up in the action, but it still works for the TA. The TA still works, if not even better, and especially Fibonacci. Yeah, I can play that. Bots love that crap. And if you know that, why not take advantage of it with a Fibonacci? Anyway, so but flags, they work and then they don't anymore, right? And if you're always looking for one and always forcing, I see a lot of forcing going on, and just general sloppiness. And I guess it works enough to, you know, get some attention, but it ain't your money, right? It ain't your money playing with. But and when it is, do you get the same results? So KTA also at a nice little possible place to pick up some of this if you're interested. Not at 130, more at 187. Should be heading back up to that area, hopefully higher, coming back up to 142 eventually. 25 people hanging out. Me Damien says, I tried to request LAC. I just now happened to see that. I have not went through the chats. I'm sorry. But it's let me go over. I have went over a lot more coins than I normally go over. But let me go over LAC. LAC chain total. I don't know what this is. DeFi Llama. Total value. Memeless? Is that the name? Lack of meme? No, lack. Jeez. Okay, I don't think I got enough information. I look up LAC and I get a lot of different stuff over here. So not enough information. And then when I type it into over here under crypto, I get LA chain, total value locked on DeFi Llama, and then lack of memes. So there's too much. It's a stock. Lithium America. Was that the one that took off today? Or did it pull back today? Thought I heard something about some lithium place taking off. So it went up from around $282.90 to $3 and pulling back. Not bad. She made a big deep ass recovery. Did she hold the 886 or is it below it? It's below it. what did you give us over here? Well, hopefully it's bottomed out. It hasn't been lower than that in July, right? Well, if we can assume that it's got a bottom, which is what I would do, is assume it, and then off the rip, my longer term strategy, which I would definitely apply here, would be the fibs, just like I always do. Oh crap! I lost them again. Why? Somehow that back button doesn't erase anymore. It takes me back to Bitcoin. What the hell? So when it comes to something like this, and when we are at bottoms, this is what I'm always going to do for the bigger plays, because is it worth it? Well, that's 156% gains. That sounds pretty juicy to me. That would come down here to our local one, right? Same thing applies. Oh wow, we got the red line again. Now we're in our sweet little juicy ass buy zone. So yeah, it's a good place to buy. This is our bottom, which is a good chance to be. We got a makeshift trend line there, and if we take it to where we got the most touches, we're still working through that. We still got a little work to do there, but it's okay. Just be encouraging. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Try to exercise when you can. Stay off the fentanyl. That's killing everybody. All right, so swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And 426, yeah, that's it. 426, 26. There's a 6. All right. Anyway, 420 if you want. Dumbass. 426. Good place at 559, but 754 is a sweet spot. This place over here is looking really juicy to me too at 1337, but that's just me getting all wishful and hopeful, right? After that, I would just come back to that bigger swing high to swing low and then get my higher targets right through there. But yeah, I like that toward the bottom there. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me so much. I appreciate it. We'll be back again tomorrow. And until then, try to hold your ground and take one last final look here at Bitcoin on the small ass 6-minute time frame as she's dumping to her death. It's over. Oh no, Bitcoin only has $111,792 to zero. Yeah, just $805 until it hits zero. Yeah. What are you going up for, Bitcoin? You scared of zero? Scared of being a zero? Don't want to be a loser? Yeah, you run. Thought so. Hey, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. God bless you. And hopefully the market's not going to hell. Hopefully we'll have a good, decent day tomorrow. It's what I cross my fingers for. Finding some support here as they play with us and try to rob us, and exchanges don't want to pay out people, so we get some kind of shenanigans going over. Blah, blah, blah. Wash, rinse, repeat. Try to scare everybody out in this market. And I know we do have some things on the bigger time frame, the weekly, to be concerned about, but we've also we've hit so many levels right now that we got a good chance of kind of keeping up. So let's watch. And hopefully we'll get a green day here tomorrow. Good night, everybody. See you on the next one. Hey, this is a family show. I don't know if we can talk about that here.
All coins on par. Lost time stacking. I opportunities lost.
How's it going, Kelly? Good to see you.
Slow, then they slip away fast. Frustrated as hell, disgusted with the blast. Tired of the grind, exhausted from the chase. Dreams of no death fade in this empty space. Bag sitting heavy, sentiment turns sour. Waiting for the run, hour after hour. Drain from the weight, gains give back to fight. Frustrated soul,
Mr. Miles.
tired through the night, lost time echoes, opportunities goes. Disgusted, hard, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins teeth, breaking all our plans. Corrections hit hard, sentiment flips quick, gains evaporate, leaving us sick, bags shrink, small dreams on hold again. Exhausted mind, when will it end? Disgusted with the tease, the up and down game. Lost games mock me, driving me insane. Opportunity cost, time I can't reclaim. Frustrated trader, playing this play. Drain from the weight, gains get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night, lost time echoes, opportunities goes. Disgusted, hard, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins teeth, breaking all our plans. Behold that spark, a ray breaks the gloom. No dead dreams, vacations in bloom. Parties popping, fun in the sun. Unicorns dancing, Lambos on the run. Golden ticket gleam, sunshine through the storm. Hope's the anchor, keeping us warm. Stacked through the pain, the payoff's near. Exhausted now, but victory's clear. Drain from the weight, gains get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night, lost time echoes, opportunities goes. Disgusted, hard, exhausted the most, but hope's coming,
She's showing too much cleavage, Mr. Miles. Showing too much cleavage. We keep this riot vehicle under control there. Come back up. Put it back on the shoulder over here at 9.5 cents. So you don't like to keep that strap on the shoulder up there for some reason.
let's play this game.
You're sliding smooth for bull run tees. Crypto flirt with that slick dark ease. First wave hits, you're all smooth lines. Second row pulls got me losing
Yes.
my mind. Third push feels wild, we're riding the edge. Then you dip out fast, leaving
Good night, everybody. God bless. See you tomorrow. Try not to get caught up in all the shakiness that's going on this week.
Swiping for a shot.
Soon you will come.
You hit me with a lot. First pass burns, you swipe me away. Second go stings, I'm stuck in the play. Third strike hits hard, I'm down in the dirt.
Good night, John Boy.
Then you vibe back, giving my heart a spur.
Beat me up, Scotty. Or beat me up with a scotch. Yeah. Beat me up with a